What's up, guys? Welcome back to the new season of Out of Theater Experience.
I
You
forgot
forgot the
what we were
name. Yeah,
called.
you did. It's been a minute.
It's been a really long time. We were basically retired for a moment there.
You know what? It's not our fault. And Ryan Gosling said it best when he popped out at the first
New
showing
York
to this.
one, yeah.
When he was like, it's their responsibility to get you to want to go to the movies.
And we've been going to the movies. It's just nothing's been inspiring. Nothing's been like, oh, I want to talk about this. I want to until.
Which, I mean, sometimes it's kind of our job to go on here and be like, hey, guys, don't bother watching this.
That's true. Maybe we should start doing that and not just do it every time we're excited about it.
You know what's really funny is this looks green, but the light is not green. There's something about whatever this light bulb is that's above us here that makes it look green.
Maybe with some editing I can fix that.
We're hulked up right now. You look like the Hulk.
Oh my god. You won't
kidding.
like me when I'm angry. And to start off the new season, we had to do it with a bang, and we watched Project Hail Mary.
Absolutely. What a movie.
What a movie.
If
what
you're
a film.
thinking, if you're worried, if you're contemplating, should I see this movie? The answer is yes. It is so good.
Like, 100%. I know we're barely in, what month are we? March?
Mm-hmm.
But this is going to be one of the best movies of the year. It is the best movie of the year so far.
Mm-hmm.
But I know even with all the coming months and everything that's coming out, this is still going to be at least top 3 to me, because it was incredible on every like level that a movie could be. It hit everything for me.
It almost hit everything for me, but we'll get to that later.
Okay.
The movie in itself was shot amazingly. I'm not sure if you're in like a movie algorithm on whatever platform you're using, but you might have seen certain things about it already, such as how they filmed this movie, how none of it was green screen or blue screen. It was all filmed on real film. The set was extremely expensive. This is a $250 million movie. Like, you can really see the reality of that in that, in those facts.
And it's also like all the practicality of it, not just set wise, but character too, with like Rocky. Like, all of that is puppeteered and all practical too.
5 different people are puppeteering him.
Incredible. Like, it's just
it just makes it that much realer, because you're looking at it in the movie and you're like trying to, maybe at some point your brain tries to break the fourth wall and be like, what is this really? You know what I mean? And it's like, it has to be CGI. It's like
it's also like, I feel like it's so commonplace now that everything is CGI that you kind of automatically want to be like, oh, it's CGI. But I think the more you watch the movie and you see their chemistry, they're like just natural chemistry, which is like crazy to say because it's a man with a rock,
Right.
But it's that makes it so human that you're like, there's no way this is CGI. Like, they have to be in the same room together, and they were, obviously.
Yeah, it was a really good companionship, a really good chemistry between
Yes.
the 5 puppeteers and Ryan Gosling, who did such an amazing job. What did you think of the cast people? We had the lady. Do you know her name?
I believe her name is Sandra Hüller. I have not seen her in anything, but she's been in like Oscar-nominated movies for the past few years.
Okay.
I think she was nominated last year too, if I could be wrong though.
Okay.
But she was in a movie called Anatomy of a Fall, and everyone.
I remember that name of that.
Yeah, everybody loves that movie. I've been wanting to watch it.
We should watch that.
Yeah. But she was great in this movie. This is my first time seeing her, but I loved her. I feel like she really captured the authority that she needed, but also like was kind of funny.
I wonder if she's really German. Is she really German?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
like
is really German.
Her name is like spelled, like
Gotcha.
weird.
Yeah, no, that's really cool because, I mean, she played, I wasn't sure if she was playing in German really well or if she really was.
Ryan Gosling, of course.
Of course, amazing, carried. I mean, it's basically just him.
I have loved him for so long. Like, not just, like, oh my God, Ryan Gosling, but he's just such a talented actor.
He seems like such a down-to-earth dude.
Dude, I love interviews with him. I love how much he loves his family. I love how much he loves his wife. I love him. He is just such a cool guy who just loves the art of film and just shows it and is not afraid to be silly and like,
side note to that is like seeing all this stuff come up after, like, about him. Obviously, I'm not like a heartthrob guy type of dude. Like, I've never been into him, but seeing this movie and seeing all the press and stuff, I found myself being like, there's got to be something wrong with this guy. Like, what is it? What's his thing? Like,
if he has a thing, it's deeply hidden. Because
and I honestly, some people are really genuinely good people.
Yeah.
And he's just a dope dude.
Like, He, like I was telling you, when he was a kid, he was like in the Mickey Mouse Club with like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. He was like
Right.
in that time frame. And then he was also like in Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark and stuff. So it's like I have genuinely seen him for so much of my life.
Wow.
Where it's like
How old is he? I wonder. We'll have to find
wonder
out.
too, yeah. Probably like in his 40s, not significantly older,
Yeah,
I would
for
say.
sure.
Well, however old Britney Spears is,
Okay.
right? But he is just so talented and so charismatic, and he was great as Ken. He's great in everything he does. And,
Absolutely.
like,
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, in what I've seen, for sure. Was he in La La Land?
Yeah, he's amazing.
And he's in Barbie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was
good
gonna
movies.
say. Like,
Amazing movies.
La La Land is so good too.
He just seems like a very authentic and just what's the word, like very honest person, you know?
Yeah,
just
like genuine.
He's just
Like,
genuine is the
yeah.
word. So what about James Ortiz, the voice of The Rock,
The Rock.
the voice of Rocky?
Yes. James Ortiz, again, so I have never seen him in anything. I think this might be his first thing because there's actually a really interesting story about it. He was like the lead puppeteer for it. So he was just like reading lines with Ryan while they were in the room together.
Interesting.
Yeah, but then like the director saw how much chemistry they had together. So they were like, you should just be the voice.
Right.
So they did that. So I don't,
perfect.
yeah, I don't know if he's actually been in anything before
That's
that.
really
but
cool. Yeah, I love how that happens
I
too.
know.
It just falls into your lap there. Speaking of which, along the cast, we've got Lionel Boyce, longtime OG Odd Future head from Loiter Squad back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, really cool to see him getting screen time. That he's been in a lot of stuff now. You know, The
know.
Bear.
That's where I know him from.
Right, a couple of other things as well. He's like actually getting his film career going, but like it was really cool. Like I was watching this and I was like, damn, he's taking on serious roles, and it's like it almost depressed me a little bit because like I know him from Fairfax, like on the block, like kicking it at the Odd Future store, doing dumb shit.
Yeah,
like,
you know
what
more
I
like
mean?
on a personal level.
Yeah, just silly, fun shit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like the good old days type. And then to see him like being a serious like dude in like a chair in the embassy or something in this movie was almost depressing for a second. And then like I found out that he actually got more screen time doing this silly spiel and like kind of getting to know Ryan in this movie. What's his name? Something Grace. I forget his first name.
Yeah, I don't even remember his first name either.
Yeah, but Ryan Gosling's character just goes by Grace last name. But they had like such a great chemistry that they actually put a whole extra scene, which was the Home Depot scene, which wasn't even going to be in there, and also like a bunch of just silliness, and it really made me feel like even more like attached and like more like personable to the movie to see like, oh no, he still is this really fun dude.
Yeah.
You know?
I
that's
love,
super cool.
yeah,
And
I
people
love
do
that they did
mature, and that is good, but like still.
But even though you like mature or whatever, like to lose those parts of you would be really sad. So it's nice to see people still be true to them and
right,
who they
absolutely.
are, you know?
And then when you get to work on a project that will let you do that,
Yeah.
even better. So who wrote this, or who directed and produced this?
So the book, this is obviously an adaptation of a book by Andy Weir by the same name, Project Hail Mary. I believe Andy Weir also wrote The Martian, which came out, it was also made into a movie a few years ago with Matt Damon. I haven't seen
Wow.
that. But
He gets the big names.
I know, so the story behind this, I wish I had like exact details, but again, like off the dome. Ryan Gosling, I think because The Martian did so well, they had already written like a manuscript of it, and Ryan Gosling read it and he was like, I want this, I'm gonna buy it, like we're gonna make this into a movie.
Sick.
Before the book was even published.
For
Before,
this movie?
anyways, yeah.
For Project Hail Mary.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's why like it has been so many years in the making, is because he got it so early, so in advance, and fell in love with it.
Right.
And that's why he's one of the executive producers, Ryan Gosling, because he just loved it so much and was like, this is cinema, this is like how we're gonna, not how we're gonna keep film alive, but you know, like
It'll help a lot.
exactly.
For sure.
So then there's that. And
It's really cool to think about that this movie fell into his arms 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Like 2020 is lockdown, and they're like, let's take on this movie that's like, we don't even know if film's gonna come back type, you know?
I know.
So-
When it was scary back then. I mean, here in LA, we lost theaters, you know, like we lost the ArcLight. There is
in Hollywood you're talking about?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
well,
Still
all
not
of
open.
all of ArcLights
Well,
are
ArcLight,
gone.
yeah, the Regal bought the other one in Sherman
So that's
Oaks.
why it's like it was a very real thing that film could have died a little bit
Absolutely.
there, you know?
And it did still a little bit. It's still
I
trying
know
to
it's still
fight
coming
back.
and it's
fighting
movies,
against online, you know what I mean?
yeah, it's fighting against short attention spans, doom scrolling, and, you know, whatever. But it's movies like this that really do, and people and creatives behind it, like the directors and like Ryan Gosling, and just people that love it, that are going to continue to put stories out there like this and put the love and care, because this movie was handled with so much love and care.
Absolutely.
That it's like, that's
it's
how
like
you're gonna
almost a kid's movie, honestly.
Yeah.
To be real with you, and it's even marketed. I mean, Sesame Street did an advertisement for it.
So
There's an
cute.
advertisement with Ryan Gosling and Elmo. Go look it up if you haven't seen it. It's so adorable because everyone knows Elmo hates Rocco. So if for them to be like have a rock and actually break that wall and be like, hey, like this guy's my friend, and Ryan's the nicest dude the whole time, like, I don't know. Ryan Gosling could be Mr. Rogers. Like, he's so nice.
Honestly, yeah. And
He seems
he's
like such a chill
he's
dude.
just so charismatic, like unbelievably so. Like even in that Elmo one, and then also the one where he's talking to Alexa, and then Alexa brings up his wife and stuff, and it's like he's just a guy. Like he's just a guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Like
There
I
are just
love
guys.
it.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
It seems like. If I
He's-
find out he's been to the island or something, I'll be really bummed.
I saw a TikTok today that was like, you know who hasn't been or who wasn't on the Epstein list, and then it's just a bunch of clips of him throughout his career, and I was
That's
like, yeah, I
amazing.
love it.
That's awesome.
But
yeah, this movie was a really feel good, like have hope in the worst times, come together type of film, which I think we need right now. One thing, like I've said earlier, I wanted to come back to that it didn't cross everything that I would want out of a movie, just because nowadays I feel if you're going to put money into a film, you need to have a greater undertone, something that means something bigger than the movie, like an actual like statement that the movie's trying to tell you, or like if you like I don't know what the word is right now, but like
Like
the
a
undertone,
message
like
to
a
leave
message,
it?
exactly, a message. And I don't feel that there was a message in this one particularly. It was, I mean, the message is like, if you're gonna take a message from it, it's to not be prejudiced, to not be judgmental, and to be open to making new friends no matter where they're from. And like just acceptance of people's differences, I think, and that is a good message. But I do think it was like a little bit vague in terms of like in the storyline. It's just this guy and a rock.
I can see that, but I do think, yeah, like the greater picture of it is like love and companionship, right?
For sure.
Because they were both alone for so long.
Yeah.
And one more than the other, but they were both alone for so long and lost all of their companions.
True.
Rocky lost like what, 40 people he said, or 40 rocks he said, or 30 or whatever. But
On the
like,
ship?
yeah,
Only
like,
7.
really? Where did I get 30 from? Anyway, well, he lost a bunch of his homies, right?
Right,
And
right.
then, yeah, Grace lost too, but still, it's like that isolation, and then to finally find someone who will help you, understand you, kind of be the other half, because neither of them could have done it without the other one.
True.
You know, and it's through that where it's like, okay, the power, it's cheesy, but like the power of friendship can
Okay.
save the world kind of thing, you know?
You're right.
And that's sweet, and that is very like, it's so
And that is
timely.
that's a good message. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's
I
very-
stand corrected.
it's very much so like, I mean, they had no idea what was going to be going on in the world when the movie released, but
Right.
it is such a coincidence, such a nice bit of timing that a movie that has so much love, humor, and hope in it is
Yeah.
going to be the biggest movie, at least of this season, you know? So
I mean, that's a big speculation. There are a lot of movies coming out. This one definitely will get its deserved flowers, I think.
you don't think it'll be the biggest one?
Who knows? We got a lot more movies. This is the first one. The first one
Mind you-
can hold up, but I'm not gonna just go.
I
put that
said
there.
the season, spring.
Season.
Blockbuster season is summer.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
No,
that's-
I think you know the schedule more
Yeah.
of what's dropping. I do feel like there are some good things coming out. I mean, we got
Yeah.
the Spider-Man coming out
Summer.
soon. Yeah, that's summer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then it's a season.
Pretty
Yeah,
much
you can have
everything
it.
is going to be in the summer, all the big ones.
That's really good,
Or
then.
maybe not. Maybe Spider-Man might be earlier because Doomsday, I think, is in summer.
Okay.
So I don't think they would release them too close to each other. So you might be right.
Do you think the thing is real that I sent you, the post-credit scene
No.
That'd be so sick.
It-
It
it-
said Rocky will return in Doomsday, the Avengers. Imagine.
Dude, that was like a meme
made
that was
that?
going around. I don't know, but it was a thing. Like they did that like for Timothy Chalamet and Dune.
Dude,
and
my
all that
allergies,
stuff.
bro.
Mine are so bad too. Like
Holy
I'm
fuck.
sorry if I sound all nasally and gross, but
And you know what it is,
allergies.
dude? Not to be a weirdo, but it's the chemtrails.
dude, there have been so many.
They have to be so many. Do you know
There-
why? Because of global warming. If we do not put chemtrails, it will be too hot. This shit will break.
Look, that also explains, because I was going to say it when I got in the car too, is that how was it 97, 95 for the past like few days, and all of a sudden today it was like 80 and it smells a little bit like it's going to rain and it's cold.
I've told you this for years.
I know.
I pay very close attention to the sky, as a lot of people do. Some guy earlier on TikTok was like, "This morning it was clear, not a cloud in the sky," and then he shows you like, "This is what this chemtrail looked like, and now it's like all white and foggy here." It's like, yeah, they have to do that because all the old people will die of heat stroke, and
kids,
we
too.
would have earthquakes like no one's business
And
if they would actually
tsunamis.
let it be how it was without touching it. Sorry, this is a side note, but if you pay attention to the sky, all I do is look at the sky.
I know.
In between tricks, when I'm trying a trick and I'm out filming skating, I'm looking up. So I don't know.
I buy it. I believe it 100%. It's the weather. It sincerely does not make sense. And like, I don't know if you've seen what's happening in Hawaii too.
No, I don't want to know.
Is
I
it-
just know my circle.
Okay. Well,
I'm good.
anyway, yeah. Has nothing to do with the movie, but
It doesn't. We might cut that out.
I'll keep it in. I'm good.
Absolutely, of course. Why would I not talk about the 4D? The 4D is amazing. Yes, IMAX is always great. The biggest screen with the best resolution, whatever the heck they're selling you. But if you have a Regal, or if you have anyone who's doing a 4D, 4DX, you need to go see this movie and any movie like this in 4D. It is so much better. And I'll tell you this. In any of the TikToks you've seen where they're like, "Oh, you guys are the first people who paid to see this movie," and Ryan Gosling shows up and they're in IMAX and blah, blah, blah. Cool. That whole thing is sold out for sure. But when we went to 4DX, there was maybe 10, 15 other people, It was not
If
packed.
that,
It was
no.
not packed.
And it wasn't that late either.
And that's
It
not
was
a
like
bad
9.
thing. I'm just saying it's 4D, and I think a lot of people are skeptical or maybe don't even really know if it's like worth it. It's more worth it than a regular seat, in my opinion. I wouldn't have gotten the entire experience of a ship about to fall
Yeah.
apart or like floating through space. Like all of that stuff is really great and portrayed amazingly in 4D. So
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the iconic scene, one of the iconic scenes from this movie is that part that I was telling you.
The red?
Yeah, where
Yeah.
it's like, I'm having a moment.
Mhm.
That part in 4D, I felt like I was floating there with him.
she was also having a moment.
I was also having a moment. I had many
So
moments
good.
during that movie.
So good. I like that they made the sphere like that in Las Vegas.
I know. The marketing they've done has been tremendous.
And it feels like they didn't have to try. It wasn't like, let's be weird and like do this random marketing scheme or whatever the fuck. Like, what was Marty Supreme doing? Not that it was weird, but like
it was much more try hard.
much more try hard.
Yeah.
Where this is just like, hey, like here's a nice, calming, like good movie for friendship and love, and you should see it. And it's just that, and it's like it's so chill.
Yeah, I think it matches.
And I still
the
think Ryan
actors.
Gosling at least skated at one point. He had to.
There's no way, 100% no. He's been a thespian his whole life. Yeah, I adored everything about this movie.
It was really good. It really tried to make me cry, and I did not.
I did. I cried several times.
Yeah, I didn't cry at all.
And I cried in such a way that it was just wow. Like the
It was
last
like the
time.
beautiful cry. It was like it wasn't like the
Yeah.
sobbing sadness. It was more like this so beautiful. Like I'm
I
just
think
here.
the last time I like really cried at the theater was when we went to watch The Long Walk, and that was like an ugly, like from the depths of my soul, like sob. Like I was like, like it hurt me to cry.
Yeah.
Because it hurt.
Yeah.
Well, this was just like I just felt like
It was like
oh
an
my
adore.
God.
It was like an
Yeah,
adoring. Like wow.
where I wasn't like sobbing. I wasn't like it was just like tears pouring down my face while I was just like I am witnessing something so incredible right now. I'm gonna start crying talking about it.
Right. I will say, and this is kind of a spoiler, so fast forward 20 seconds if you don't want
I'll
this
put
spoiler.
a timestamp.
But my favorite scene in the movie. And you know me, I love the out of the left field, like, negative shit. When he's
Oh.
there and he's talking to the lady and he's like, so what's your plan after this is all over? And then in the back of her, you just see the whole plant explode. And you're like, am I seeing this right? Like,
And
is
then-
this a giant? And then it just boom.
I
And in
know.
4D, you're like, bruh.
It's true. It was like
Bruh,
shocking
That
too.
shit was sick.
It
I
was-
like looked around. I'm like,
It was so shocking too, because I was in the middle of thinking like, oh my god, like what if it all like
It all worked out.
Yeah, in another life they could have been together, like in the
Yeah, they
middle
were
of
really
thinking
cute
all
together,
that
yeah.
little romance, and then
Yeah.
so I was like,
so sick.
like I think I literally went like, like
Yeah, you need to. I mean, that's so sick.
it was
really
so
great. Yeah, so it touched a lot of elements. It had fun. It had some real shit. It had despair. It had reason. It had merit. It had risk. It had
Mm-hmm.
selflessness. It had the people who passed away, the other crew members who were, they're sent up there on like an 11-year coma mission.
suicide mission.
Which is, it was a suicide mission. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then in the end, Ryan being like, I guess finding out that anyone can be your family or friends, and like he decides to stay on.
His
The Rocco's
arrows
planet, yeah.
or whatever it's called.
So you
It
can
was-
definitely take that out because I know people don't need to know the end. But
I usually put the little spoiler thing anyway
For
on the
sure.
thumbnail.
but yeah, I
And-
loved this movie.
How many ticket stubs are you gonna give it?
Absolutely 5.
Yeah,
why
me
wouldn't you?
too. 100%. I would give it more if I could. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
it
I mean,
was.
it's collective 10.
Yeah, I personally cannot wait to see it again. Like,
Yeah.
I do want to see it in
Me
IMAX.
too.
I want to see it in ScreenX. I want to see it in every format at this point. Like, again, it hit everything for me.
Absolutely.
Like, it even gave me that little like sprinkle of romance,
Mhm.
and it also gave me the sprinkle of romance with Rocky and his lore.
Right.
I was just like, it gave me everything. Like,
yeah, it was a great
I don't
movie.
know.
It
I
was
loved
a great
it.
movie.
adored
Absolutely.
it.
So if you want to go experience Project Hail Mary, please go do so. We advocate it.
Yes.
And do it in 4D if you can. Like
You
really
must
should.
experience it. It's so fun. It adds such a cool element to it. And if you want to feel like you're floating in space,
Go
you
float
know,
in space with
yeah.
Ryan Gosling and save
Have a
some
moment.
stars. All right,
Yeah.
guys, that'll be our first episode this year.
Yeah, our last one was Marty Supreme.
Was that last week?
year, yeah. Maybe I uploaded it in January,
January?
maybe,
Okay.
but
Well, cool. Well, we're back, and we are going to be doing a lot more of these now that movies are starting to pick up. It's going to be blockbuster season.
yeah, we'll try to
And,
do
yeah.
some like out of LA ones too.
Yeah, we got a couple of trips coming up. We might do one in Japan. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe we'll catch a movie when we go to see the Base Negative Squad. And
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That'd be dope.
I
Yeah.
know.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you want us to see next. If you need a review on anything or whatever, which you don't, but let us know.
I know.
We'll do it.
We'll even watch movies at home too. If you
absolutely.
want us to talk about older movies,
Mhm,
we're gonna go through Ryan Gosling's discography, his filmography.
Dude, we are. I want to see the one where he's a Jew, but he hates the Jews.
I never even heard of that until you brought it up the other night, and I saw the picture, and I was like, "What the?"
I forgot what it was called already.
I know.
but it
I'm
looks
sure it's
funny.
still on the search.
For sure. Anyways,
Yeah.
we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a
Yes.
good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Later.